The city of Padua, or Padova, as it's called in Italian, is located in the northwest region of the Veneto, here in Italy. And although it's nowhere near as famous as the nearby city of Venice, which is actually only about 20 minutes east of here, Padua is no less beautiful. The ancient name of the city was Patuvium, and legend maintains that it was founded by a figure named Antenor, who had fled a burning city called Troy. And in the Middle Ages, when they uncovered this ancient sarcophagus that you see behind me, they actually claimed that it contained the remains of the legendary founder of the city. Padua is home to one of Europe's most important pilgrimage churches, the Basilica of St. Anthony, known locally as the Church of the Santo, where the body of the saint rests still today. But my favorite thing in Padua is the Scrovegni Chapel. In fact, it's my favorite thing in the whole world. It's an early 14th century family chapel that belonged to a man named Enrico Scrovegni, and whose walls were decorated by the great Giotto, who is at the very top of my list of the greatest painters of all time. Giotto paints 3 horizontal tiers illustrating the life of the Virgin Mary, the infancy and mission of Christ, and then the Passion of Christ, and introduces a whole slew of novel ideas, essentially defining what would be the foundation of modern painting. Folks, come to Padua and see the Scrovegni Chapel. And although not as famous as the Scrovegni Chapel, the baptistry here in Padua contains some of the most beautiful frescoes of the 14th century that were in fact painted by a follower of Giotto named Giusto di Menabue and decorate the interior of this extraordinary Romanesque building. Padua is home to one of Europe's largest squares, some 90,000 square meters. That's about 1 million square feet, called the Prato della Valle, a central garden surrounded by an oval canal and 78 statues representing local historical celebrities. Padua is also home to one of the world's oldest universities. Founded at the beginning of the 13th century and with a faculty and alumni list that includes people like Nicholas Copernicus and Galileo Galilei. The seat of the university has been the Palazzo Bo, where I am today, since the end of the 15th century, which is also home to one of the world's oldest anatomical theaters. And for you Starbucks fans, Padua is the home to one of the world's oldest cafes, the elegant Cafe Pedrocchi, which was established in the 18th century but opened its doors as a cafe in 1831. The Palazzo della Ragione behind me is perhaps Italy's most unique city hall. It was built in the 12th century and resembles a capsized ship. It has been surrounded by this marketplace for centuries, which in fact gives the piazza its name, the Piazza delle Erbe, or the Square of Herbs. Most people visiting the city of Padua are here to see the Scrovegni Chapel, and they walk right past the church that you see behind me, the Church of the Eremitani. It was built in the 13th century as the seat of the Augustinian order here in Padua, and was home to some of the most important frescoes of the early Renaissance. Was because the church suffered a direct bomb hit in March of 1944, which destroyed a majority of the crossing of the church and the frescoes located inside. So folks, if you're in Italy be sure to visit Padua. Stop off at the Basilica, come to the Scrovegni, visit the Caffè Pedrocchi for a coffee, hit the university, and then all the way down to Palazzo della Ragione to walk through the market and maybe eat some lunch. And remember to like this video and to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rocky's Italy, so that you don't miss out on any of this great content that we're filming here in Italy and publishing weekly.